I'm excited. Like, if you can't tell, I'm excited.
We're living through a time of extraordinary change. I'm Katie Porter. Change can be electrifying and exhilarating, but change can also be disruptive and disorienting, like the constant assault on our democracy and the dangerous imbalance in our economy. Too often, this disruption is coming from within. They used to call the United States Senate the world's greatest deliberative body. Yeah, well, if that were ever true to begin with, that has changed too.
Damn.
The threat from so-called leaders like Mitch McConnell has too often made the United States Senate the place where rights get revoked, special interests get rewarded, and our democracy gets rigged. As Californians, we've proven we won't just sit by and let these things happen. You always do your part, and I will continue to do mine. Especially in times like these, California needs a warrior in Washington. And that's exactly why I'm announcing my candidacy for the United States Senate in 2024. I don't do Congress the way others often do. I use whatever power I have to speak hard truths to the powers that be, to not just challenge the status quo, but call it out, name names, and demand justice. That goes for taking on Wall Street and the big banks, big oil, and big pharma. It's why I refuse to accept corporate PAC and lobbyist campaign money. I don't want it. And I'm leading the fight to ban congressional stock trading. I won't tolerate it because it's just wrong. To win these fights, it's time for new leadership in the U.S. Senate. If you agree, please go to katieporter.com and join my campaign for the U.S. Senate today. Thank you for caring about the California we can build together.
So, there we have it. Katie Porter, current congresswoman from California. I believe she's from Orange. She's representing Orange County too, or at least she was until it got redistricted. Now running for the Senate, so for one of the Senate seats of California. Really exciting, really good news. I think if you had to pick a, like, you know, Katie Porter is as good of a pick for your senator as you can get. We've all kind of seen some of, like, you know, can I find like the short, like some of the shorts, like some of Katie Porter's like work that she's done on the House floor has been absolutely amazing. Like I'm trying to find like some of her highlights. Like, just such a badass. Let's see. Yeah, we know that. Yeah, like...
Mr. Ollis, you were CEO of Celgene until fairly recently.
Come on,
and
there we
as
go.
my colleague Ms. Presley established, Celgene makes Revlimid, a cancer drug. Do you know what the price of Revlimid was when it first hit the market in 2005?
Homegirl and her whiteboards, bruh.
Remember the number, but it was
Reclaiming my time. Reclaiming my time. It was $215 for one pill.
God
Do you know
damn.
what the price of Revlimid was in 2013?
Dude, this dude's fucking face. This dude's fucking face is like, oh, you actually, okay. You know, I'm the CEO. I have, you know, I don't have this information on me. Like, it's like all a history of this stuff. I don't think there's like a supercut of like all of her like takedowns and all of her like, you know, time kind of, you know, thrashing about CEOs and you know, other prominent figures in the financial world. But yeah, if we're talking about somebody who is unbought, by the way, like Katie Porter does not take PAC money, as she mentions, which means she's going to be a senator. She's going to be somebody. And like, you know, the Senate as its conception now is not the most democratic body, but at the end of the day, one more good, strong progressive in the Senate, I'll take that every single day. And if you're telling me it's going to be Katie Porter, oh, just chef's kiss. Amazing. Absolutely love to see it. We also kind of need to talk about the person who she will most likely, whose seat she's going to be running against, for, I should say. And that's Dianne Feinstein. Dianne Feinstein, quite frankly, you know, at least in terms of today's politics, an uninteresting and a not exactly the most unbought senator in the House. Dianne Feinstein is one of these, you know, much more Pelosi adjacent representatives on the Democratic side. Very, what's the word? Very friendly to Wall Street, very friendly to financial institutions, very willing to defend the system of crony capitalism and, quite frankly, corrupt government that we have, that we've been kind of living with for the last, I don't know, I'd probably say at least 30 to 40 years, depending on where you want to mark when that corruption really took hold. But we're talking about somebody who is now going to be in a much more prominent position, in a much, quite frankly, a smaller pond, and is going to be able to garner a lot more eyes and to garner a lot more support. With Katie Porter in the Senate next to somebody like Bernie Sanders, we have an opportunity as broadly left leaning people, as Democratic voters, as much as a lot of Democratic voters I tend to disagree with on certain things. I don't think their policies go far enough. But Katie Porter is a perfect vanguard for pushing more scrutiny in terms of how we view our system, and in terms of challenging capital and capital rule. So I'm excited to see it. God, I hope that, hopefully this will kind of, because she's doing this rather early, she's going to be running for her seat in 2024. That's when the election will be. So, we'll kind of see when all of that comes about, when as we get closer to that election day. I don't think we've heard from Feinstein yet, but hopefully this puts pressure on her to kind of bow out and, not continue to try to hold this seat. We'll kind of see going forward. I don't really think, at least from a political standpoint, I don't foresee Feinstein as holding out for anything. Hey, shut up. I'm talking. I don't really foresee her, trying to stick around. I feel like she'll just end up kind of getting that, she's not going to get the look I think, they would want from, trying to challenge. I think this is a moment where it's kind of Katie Porter's time to move up in the rankings here. And, I don't foresee Feinstein. She either gets pushed out because people are like, hey, this is an exciting new candidate. This is somebody who who won her seat in a red district and has held that seat the entire time through. She's shown the rigor to get through not just primaries, but through general election challengers. So, again, this is, I'm just excited. I'm excited to see her move up into her, and her to kind of, move into a different space that will give her the ability to, I think, swing around an even bigger stick. So love to see it. Couldn't be a better pick. If you're a voter in California, you should be excited to have somebody really meaningful to vote for. Right. The thing that they tell, at the end of all YouTube videos where they tell you to click on one of these things to watch more videos. Yeah, I've been meaning to film one of those. So that's what I was doing. I was just setting it up to